Hi guys, how you doing? My name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome all subscribers, welcome new. If you like my videos, please press the like button. It is Monday evening. I don't know what the fucking hell is going on, excuse my French, but I don't know. So I went outside after doing the last video, about 10 to 7, like I usually go out every evening. Me, Crystal does. A single woman by herself goes out every evening. So the woman from Victim Support had a distinctive voice. She was very well educated, and she was withholding the number. And apparently her name was Isabel. And she kept talking like my mother. Is it beneficial to you? I told you that my mum has she had a mental health worker called Ben. He had an unusual surname as well, like it was made up. So Ben was an Asian male mental health nurse that my mum used to have before I actually came back down to Chatham. I never met him to shake his hand or say hello. I saw the back of his bald head. He had like a rim of grey hair around his head, and he was an Asian man. And he was my mum's mental health worker for several years while I was up in Gloucester, married to my ex-husband Dave, who I was married to for 18 years. And my mum and I were separated from each other. And I didn't see my mum in 22 years. I briefly came back to Chatham to see my mum in the 90s, and I actually met my sister Amanda, because the last time I unfortunately met my sister down here was in the Chapel of Rest when she was dead. So I've actually been upset outside, and the more people upset me, the more I'm going to say. So if you think by standing in front of my flats being annoying is going to stop me from doing videos, it isn't. And more information is going to come out. Okay, so whoever sent those 10 women to walk down Corey's Road past Big's apartments as I was coming into my flats, and 2 of them went, and they were older than me, about 60, 70, 8 of them walking down the road together, with and without glasses, making silly noises. But I managed to get into my flats without getting cross. So about 10 to 7, I took Max out for a walk by myself. And I do feel afraid, I do feel upset, and I feel cross with relevant authorities not doing their jobs properly. And it's not a joke. That phone call was real. So some people think it's funny, do they? Well, I hope you don't get phone calls like that, because they're scary. So I walked out of my block of flats about nearing 7, took Max, threw a bag of rubbish, went round the back of the flats, and I, a 55-year-old female, with my dog, who was scared to death after that phone call, walked around that field by myself. And why people are pretending they're afraid of me when I'm scared of living in my own flat and going outside, I don't know. Why people are pretending they're frightened of me? Running away from me, banging doors like I'm actually gonna go through their window. Really? So I went around the field minding my own business. I actually don't feel very well. I've had a bad stomach for a few days now, so I was trying to hold myself up high and jig myself up to going out and be happy and get rid of all this shit. So I walked all the way around the field, I went past the Mercedes-Benz building where they spray paint their cars, and I walked past the door and he slammed it shut. He slammed the door shut. So I took no notice of that. I walked all the way around the field, came off the field, and there was people in the co-op, people coming under the railway bridge, people running away with their suitcases like I'm going to grab their suitcase when I don't feel very well, really. Running with their suitcase, went round the back of the flats, somebody looked at me out the window, banged the window shut, banged it shut, made me jump out my skin. Then I came round the flats and there was 8 women coming down the path. 8 of them in their raincoats and glasses. Like I'm a smell up their nose. Like they're too for me. Got into my flat and there's a parcel on the floor for somebody and it's still on the floor. It was on the floor when I went out. It's probably on the floor when I come back. And I've got into my flat. I actually don't feel very well. I'm stressed out and sick and tired of all this harassment going on. And why the fucking hell people are making out they're afraid of me, I haven't got a clue. And my mum rang. Before all this nuisance outside, my mother, Jennifer, rang. I mean, is she the police? Is she victim support? Is she? Because that's the only person that speaks to me, isn't it? Now I'm just thinking, trying to wind me up, make me angry and watch me, you know, I'm tired of it. Tired of it.
2 saved messages. First, new message. Received today at 6:19 p.m.
Hello, Jeanette. It's me, your mum Jennifer, speaking to you from my landline phone, giving you your usual evening telephone call. Hoping you've had a good day. Thinking of you, Jeanette, and I'll give you another ring later on before I go to bed. And again, also I'll ring you tomorrow as well. Okay, Jeanette, bye for now. Thinking of you.
Right, some people out there, right, I'm a single woman. I'm 5'5", and when I get answer phone message like that, I get scared. So everybody's running away from me, the streets are empty, and when I do walk down them, I've got people shutting the windows violently, making me jump out my skin, and groups of women going, ugh. It's just made up bollocks, isn't it? It's made up balls. But it frightens you to death when you get a message like that, you know. I live by myself. They're actors acting, comedians. They don't actually do anything. They're actors and actresses, and they're acting bad. They really are. Pathetic acting. So who is actually victim support? Who was that woman? Who was the woman at Medway Housing? The very nice black lady that said she was going to get someone to call me up at Medway Council, either this afternoon, she said, or tomorrow morning. Who was that one? Is it necessary to make stupid noises when you're speaking to people? Hello, yeah, that's all they did down the road when they saw me. Is that a new language, is it? Speaking from the gutter. Being rude and nasty, that's your new language, is it? Taking the fucking piss. You know, I took nearly an hour's phone call with this Isabel, and they're all acting like flipping idiots outside. Idiots. Oh, look, the blob's coming. Let's all run away from a little woman that's disabled. Let's all look stupid. Let's all start running and running away from somebody that's been abused, battered and beaten. And let's make out she's the trouble, not the victim. Let's make out Crystal is the perpetrator, and we're all innocent. We're all innocent. We haven't done anything to her at all. We'll take the piss. We'll push her out the way, and we'll make out that she's the criminal when they're the criminals. They've done that since I was a little kid. Don't you think I'm used to their tactics by now? These little specks that'll be forgotten in a few years' time. Don't you think I know what their tactics are? When I was a little girl and they were doing it, so they can carry on. They can carry on and they can get on with it, and they can just go away and go where they belong, in the zoo with the other animals. That's where they can go. Right, guys, I'm going to get on with the rest of my evening and they can get lost. I hope everybody else, the ones that aren't bullying me, the ones that are listening to my videos, right, thank you very much for your support. But they're just a bunch of actors and they can't even act properly. And why don't they go and pick on somebody else instead of picking on a disabled woman? What's the big deal? Anyway, guys, have a good evening. And any more rude messages, I will get you updated, or I will ring the police and give them. See you later.